Good morning, students. In a last period, we started lesson number 4 of geography, that is, air pressure. We took information about air pressure and its feature, as well as we learned temperature zone in a last period. Today, we are going to learn pressure belts. Heat received from a sun is uneven in a different regions. Hence, the distribution of a temperature is uneven. Due to this, pressure is not same everywhere. Due to difference in a temperature, alternative pressure belts are formed. Alternative means one after one. For example, high pressure belt, then low pressure belt, then again high pressure belt. Okay, see in this figure, we shown some pressure belts to you. First one, the equatorial low belt is there, pressure belt. Then mid latitudinal high pressure belt is there. Afterwards, subpolar low pressure belt is there, and at last polar high pressure belt is there. Means high and low pressure belts alternatively occur. Understood this? Let's learn these pressure belts one by one. The first one is there, equatorial low pressure belt. See in this figure, equatorial low pressure belt shown you in a saffron color. Are you able to see at a center? This low pressure belt formed in a central part of a earth near about equator. This region is situated between 5 degree north and 5 degree south. In between 5 degree in a north and in a south, both side from the equator. These equatorial low pressure belts occur. Okay. Why this belt occur on this particular place? A reason is also necessary. Now we will learn this. The sun rays are perpendicular between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So the temperature is very high in this region. Due to the temperature, air get heated, expands and become lighter and lighter. This way or in this due to this air moves towards the sky. So low pressure belt formed on a equatorial region. Understood this? Where is this equatorial low pressure belt? Near about equator, 5 degrees south and 5 degree north. One thing. Second, why it formed? Because in this region more temperature is there. Due to the more temperature, air get heats as well as expand and become lighter and lighter. When it become lighter, it's move towards the sky. So in this area, low pressure belt form. Understood first one? Okay, now come on a second one. Mid latitudinal high pressure belt. This heated and lighter air start to go towards the higher altitude, means it moves towards the polar region. Polar region means in a south pole and a north pole. This heated air become lighter and it start to go towards the pole. Due to the low temperature, it reaches to the high altitude and become heavier. If the heated air go upside in a sky, then it become cold, and cold air is heavier. That's why this heavier air come to start on a ground. That's why in between 15 degree to the 35 degree parallel high pressure belt occur. This high pressure belt is known as mid latitudinal high pressure belt. See in this figure, with the dark blue color, mid latitudinal high pressure belt shown to you in a both hemisphere. We are able to see in a dark blue color. This air is dry, hence this region does not get rainfall due to this air. That's why most of the hot deserts on earth are found in this region. Okay, many times question will be there on this. Give reason. Hot deserts we are able to find in a mid-latitudinal high pressure belt. Why? Because in a high in a mid-latitudinal high pressure belt air is dry, hence this region does not get rainfall. That's why we are able to find the deserts in this pressure belt. Okay. Now come on the next one, subpolar low pressure belt. Due to the Earth's curvature, the area between two parallels get reduced as we move towards the pole. This results in a lesser friction of the air with the Earth's surface. Air in this region is thrown out because of the Earth's rotational motion. Due to this, low pressure belt is formed between 55 and 65 degree parallel in a both hemisphere. Here, due to the curve, you are see in this figure, you are able to see near about the subpolar region, Earth is curved. Circle is a flat? No, Earth is in a oval shape. It looks like a circle, so it is curved. When we come on the end point, near about the end point, Earth is curved. Due to this curve, less friction is there. Due to this low pressure and due to the rotation of a Earth around itself, some friction is there. Due to this, the low pressure belt form on a subpolar region. Where is subpolar region situated? See in this figure carefully. 55 degree parallel to this in between 55 degree parallel and 65 degree parallel in a both hemisphere. See carefully, this region is shown you in a light blue color. In a both hemisphere we are able to see in a north also, in a south also. Are you able to see? Identify this region 55 to 65 parallel in a both side, in a north also, in a south also. This region is known as subpolar low pressure belt. Okay. Now come on the next one, polar high pressure belt. In both the polar region, the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Every one of you know these things. Yes or no? Polar region is a cold region. In that region, sun rays are not able to reach. That's why the temperature of this area is below 0 degrees Celsius throughout a year. Hence, there is a too much cold and cold air is heavy. That's why high pressure belt get formed on a poles. These are called as polar high pressure belt. Generally, it occupies the area between 80 degree and 90 degree parallel in a both hemisphere. Why in a polar region high pressure belt is there? Because in this area extreme cold was there. Due to this, air also cold, and cold air is there heavier. That's why here the high pressure belt occur. In which area? 80 degree parallel to the 90 degree parallel in a both hemisphere. In this figure with the dark blue color, we are able to see the polar region. In that region, high pressure belts occur. Okay, see properly. At the end point of the earth in a both hemisphere, we are able to see with the dark blue color the polar high pressure belt. Okay. The oscillation of a pressure belt. What it is? The duration and the intensity of a sun rays are not same during a particular period of a year in a both hemisphere. As a result, temperature zone and the pressure belts also vary. This change is of order of 5 degree to 7 degree towards north and 5 degree to 7 degree in a south. In a north we called it Dakshina Uttarayan and in a south we called it Dakshinayan. These variable things or the difference in a particular parallel lines are known as the oscillations of a pressure belt. Dakshinayan starts on 21st June and the Uttarayan starts on 14th January. You are able to see the dates are given of Dakshinayan and Uttarayan to you. Sometimes for match the pairs, these questions will be asked. When the Dakshinayan will start, when the Uttarayan will start, you have to know these dates. Okay. Dakshinayan starts on 21st June and the Uttarayan starts on the 14th January. Understood this? Okay, now come on the next one. What are the effects of air pressure? Why we have to learn the air pressure? Because air pressure have some effects and these effects are very useful for the humans and sometimes destructive for them. Let's learn the effects of air pressure. The first one, due to the air pressure, wind forms. Why the wind form? There is a difference in air pressure, that's why wind blow from one place to another place. That's why the air pressure is necessary for the wind. Understood this? The second one, due to the air pressure, the storms generate in air. You know, in a ocean, in a air, many times you are able to see the big storms. Why it's occur? Because there is a difference in air pressure. Sometimes the air pressure is low or high, then it moves from one place to the another. That's why the storms occur. The next one, convectional type of a rain occurred due to the pressure belts. Convectional type of rain occurred due to the this pressure belt. And the last one is there, air pressure affects the breathing activity also. You know breathing activity when how it's depend upon the pressure. If pressure is more, then we are not able to take a breath properly. If less, then also not. So sometimes when we reach to the mountain area, we are not able to breathe. Means due to why it's occur due to the air pressure. Understood this? Okay, let's learn one new concept, isobar. What is mean by isobar? The lines that joins the places of a equal pressure on a map is called isobar. Sir, we not understood what you are saying. The lines that joins the places of equal pressure on the map is called isobar. Sir, again we not understood. Okay, see this figure. In this figure, some lines are there. It is in a blue color. Are you able to see this? Okay. Now, carefully watch on every line they wrote some numbers. Seen that numbers? What that number show or what that line show to you? Anyone guess? Okay. Now listen carefully. These numbers are given in a millibar. What it is? These numbers show the millibar or it shows the air pressure. How much air pressure is there? Now what that line show? That line show whatever the places are there situated on this line have the particular air bar or the pressure bar. Understood? Now take from downside 996. On a one line 996 millibar air pressure is there. Means whatever the places come on this line, to its left, to its right, all places have 996 air pressure. Understood? Let's see this easy example of India. Here the map of India shown to you. In that some dark lines are there. It shows the air pressure. First line have air pressure of 1040, second one have 150, and the third one 160. This you understood? Now many cities are there situated on this line. Are you able to see from this map? Able to see? See properly. Now these cities have situated from long away from each other. Some are the closer ones, some are the long far away from each other. Then also there is a similarity in these cities. All they have 140 millibar air pressure. Understood? Near about in a first line. I said these things according to the first I first line, okay, or the first isobar. Able to see here? Now like the similar one, second one, on this line also many cities are there. If you are able to read that, you can see carefully and read names of the different cities, and all that city have the same air pressure, that is 150. So that line is known as isobar. If Mumbai, Pune, Nashik, Aurangabad, all these places have the same air pressure, then we join these places with one line in a map. That line is known as isobar. Understood this? Every time isobar is shown in a blue color. Okay? Understood this or not? You have to keep in your mind that isobar shown in a blue color. Many times question will be asked on this. Isobar shown with dash dash color. Isobar shown you in a blue color. Okay. Now keep in your mind these things. Always, many times question will be there on this also. Do you know, or always remember, given you this box in a last page of this lesson to you. Unit of a air pressure is millibar. We measured air pressure with the help of the instrument called barometer. See here, the air pressure is measured in a one unit. That unit is known as millibar, and we use that we measure that millibar with the one instrument. That instrument is known as barometer. See in this figure, we are able to see this barometer. With the help of this barometer, we are able to find the air pressure. Understood this? Okay. Now, what we learn in this lesson? First, we learn the air pressure and its feature. Afterwards, we learn some temperature zones like torrid zones, frigid zones, etc. Afterwards, we learn some pressure belts. And after that, we took some information about isobar and the barometer. Okay, means in this lesson many things we learn. First one, air pressure and the pressure features we learn. Next one, the temperature zones we learn. At last we learn the pressure belts as well as isobar and the barometers information we took. You understood this lesson? In next lesson we are going to learn the wind and its type. Okay? Thank you.